Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. Welcome to Mountain Made Creations. I'm Jill and we are going to make a really cute fall DIY today. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making 3 fall pumpkins, but I'm kind of going the non-traditional colors. I just wanted to try something different, you know. So what I'm going to be using today is Magnolia Design has surfaces that they sell, and this is they sell a pack of 3 of these pumpkins. They're like shelf sitters, and they have 3 different sizes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna decorate the one side. So I already went and painted one part of it because it needed to dry, and I didn't know exactly how long it would take. So I wanted to do that before I came live so that you guys could see. Or so that we could get busy decorating it. Now, let me tell you, if you are in Jill's creative side, that's a private group. You can share your crafts over there. I still post in there, but all my lives are done here on this page. So I would love it if you would like the page, follow me, and help me grow. Also, if you're catching this on YouTube and you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, Mountain Made Creations, and that way click your notifications bell so you don't miss any videos. So, also, during this live, if you sprinkle this video out, I'm going to randomly pick one person to win a gift from me, which is going to be this adorable cowhead beat it garland from Magnolia. It is so cute, you guys. It has the little cow head, and then it has the beads, the wood beads, and it has some cow print beads and then some jute. So I'm going to be gifting this to somebody on this live today if you share this out. Also, if you're on, comment, let me know you're on so I can see who's here, where you're watching from, and all that fun stuff. So let's get started because I know I heard it thundering, and the thunderstorms tend to knock out our internet, so I have to be quick, and this is not going to take long at all. So let me move you down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I hope that you guys have been having a good day. I have been sick with, the doctor said sinus infection. I don't know what it is. I've never had a sinus infection make me feel like this before, but I didn't even work for 3 days, my full-time job, and I'm still getting there. So crafting helps take my mind off of things. I don't know about you, but I am a bad worrier. I worry about things that have not even happened yet. My dog, something's going on with her. She won't eat. It's just insane. So anyway, that's that. Let me show you a shirt I made today real quick before we get started. You guys know I have guineas now, so I made this cute little shirt, and that is my little Gertrude guinea right there. So I made this using my Icon Art stencil kit and some speedball ink, and that's the first time I've ever used speedball ink, and it was amazing. So let's get started. So I went ahead and taped off, and then I painted this using the Folk Art chalk paint in Tranquil Tide is what I used. And then we're going to decorate using the Waverly pumpkin. Now I'm using Magnolia stencils, and I've never used Magnolia stencils with the chalk paint. So I did a test on a piece of wood earlier, and it seemed to work fine. So I'm hoping that it does work all right because the chalk paste that I had from Magnolia dried up. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the tape, and hopefully it did not bleed any. Yay, all right. That's the most satisfying thing. So here's this. So we're going to decorate this part with fall leaves, and then I'm going to put a word on this side, and this is dry, hopefully good enough. And so this one is a smaller pumpkin. Hopefully none of the paint bled. Looks good, you guys. And this is just painter's tape that I tape it off with to get a crisp straight line, hopefully every time. But what I did when I painted these is I took the brush and I painted, like the tape was there, I painted away from the tape down that line so it wouldn't get under the tape first, and then I went up it. So there's what we have. So now I'm gonna put on the blue part these words. We have blessed, grateful, and thankful. And I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do those in orange or white. I think I'm gonna do orange. but I need to go ahead and see how the orange looks on the pumpkins. I'm going to be using this Magnolia Design wax before I get started so that the stencil, the paint doesn't seep under the stencil and bleed. This is brand new product they just got, and there's no odor. And usually you can seal your wood with some kind of polyurethane or spray, but you have to do it outside. You have to wait for it to dry for 24 hours. This dries almost instantly, and there's no odor at all. So I'm just putting some on this paper towel, and I'm just going to go over it. I'm going to go over that painted part too, hopefully. It's going to be all right. It's not coming off, so hopefully it's going to do good. I just don't want the stencil part to bleed when I'm painting this. And then once you do that, you just buff it. There's no odor, there's no dry time. And so it doesn't really look any different. Might shine it up a little bit. So I'm going to do all three of them like that. So I'm just getting a little bit on the paper towel, and I'm just going to rub it in. Sometimes when you use this wood that's not like, I don't know what you call it, MDF or something, I think is what they call it, it can cause your stencil, it can bleed. The wood will make the paint seep out, and it's getting really dark outside, you guys, so I've got to hurry because I don't want to lose our internet. All right, so let's do this one, and then we will put the leaf patterns on here and go ahead and apply that, and that's all. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put any kind of decoration like a bow or anything on these. I think I'll decide once after I do it. So make sure, you guys, if you're watching, share or sprinkle this out for a chance to win the cow garland. I want to gift that away to somebody because you guys are awesome, and I just want to give that away to somebody. Okay, so now I have that done. I'm going to use this stencil from Magnolia. This is old. I got this last year, and it is reusable. These are mesh stencils. And it looks like it's not any good, but it really is. It's just stained. It's still good. So what I'm going to do is I always write back on the back of these so you know which direction to put the stencil back on. I'm going to fuzz it just a little bit because this is going on a wooden surface. And if you don't fuzz it, which is basically just get some of the sticky off, it can stick too much and you can stretch the stencil when you pull it off. So that's what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take some of the sticky off. And this is just a fuzzing cloth from Magnolia, but you can use your jeans, you can use your shirt, anything that doesn't have lint on it, you can use. So I'm just taking some of the sticky off so that it doesn't stretch the stencil. And since there's no paint on it, it won't pull up any paint, obviously, but it could if you don't fuzz it. Now, if you're using this on fabric, you don't need to do this. So that, and this has been used a couple times. That's why it looks like it does. But it's okay. And they say, you know, to use only Magnolia chalk paste and ink with their stencils, but we're going to try with the Waverly chalk paint because my chalk paste dried up. So you should always try to keep your chalk paste from doing that, which I did not do. All right, so let's do, I want to see how I'm going to position these because I'm going to use the same stencil on both. Okay, so I'm going to do one side. All right, I'm going to go ahead, and you can see through, well, that's not even sticking. Uh-oh, maybe the wax made it not stick. Yikes. That would not be good. All right, let's see if I can get this to line up. We may have to use a different stencil because it doesn't seem like this is sticking to the wood. And that's kind of weird. I'm not really sure why that's happening. I don't know if it's the wax or It's the wax. So let me wipe off some more of that wax because it's not even sticking to my stencil at all. I may just go over it with this baby wipe. Maybe that will get it off. I did not know the stencil wouldn't stick to it. That's weird. All right, now let's try it. I'm hoping that this works. Yeah, I think it's working a little bit better. Hopefully this is gonna work, you guys. Yikes. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Yeah, that's what it is. It does not stick to the wax. So what I told you to do, don't do. That's the first time I've used that wax, so don't use it before you use your stencil, or your stencil's not going to stick. Yikes. That's crazy. And maybe it's the surface too. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to put some of this in my handy dandy little egg crate. And we're going to see what this does. Hopefully it's going to work. I've not used their surfaces before other than the cow head we did together. And you know, when we did the cow head, I used ink as the paint because I didn't have any black chalk paint. And I do not like using the ink on wood because it is sticky. So I don't recommend it, even though that's what I did. And on this, when you use this with these stencils, you don't need to use very much at all, and I would not put hardly any pressure pushing it through the stencil because it could bleed since it's a lot thinner. And I can't even use this. Let's use this one. The paint's a lot thinner than the chalk paste, so just keep that in mind. I think I just got way too much. All right, so I'm gonna take this little squeegee and I'm gonna put some paint on the end of it. Not much at all. That's all I'm doing, and I'm just gonna go over everything. And I'm not using much pressure at all because you don't want it to bleed. And see, I'm barely using any paint. And I'm just moving the paint over the stencil. Hardly any pressure at all because I'm a little nervous because it didn't stick very well. So we'll see. You know, we're doing a live. You never know what's going to happen during a live. So I'm just going to try to get all the lines off. I'm nervous, you guys. So you can always lay it back down as long as you lift it up slowly. Okay, I think this is good. Yes, you guys, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so here is this one. All right, I'm going to set this to the side, and I'm going to put this one. Now, I've got to lay this down somewhere where I won't get the... All right, well, we're just going to lay it down right here. Hopefully that won't stick to anything. And I need to get the wax off that I put on here so that it will stick. Since I found out that doesn't work. So, all right. So now I'm going to put the stencil up here where I didn't use it on the other one. And you can see through it where the blue starts, so you can kind of know where to lay it down at. And this is not sticking very good. I'll just have to hold that part down. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So I'm just going to very lightly, not any pressure, because I'm not wanting this to bleed at all. And so far, so good. Magnolia Design has some really cute surfaces. I really like their products. But I'm telling you guys, the Speedball ink was so easy to use with the icon art system. Oh my goodness. I don't even know why I have never tried that before, but it was pretty amazing and went on so easy. All right, so I'm just getting the lines off lightly. Let's see, hopefully this looks okay. Oof. All right, the moment of truth, that looks good. Okay, that looks good, you guys. All right, so let me lay this down really easy and show you this one. Super, super cute. All right, so now we're gonna do, you know, I'm not sure about if I shouldn't do white on the letters. I don't know. What do you guys think? What color should I do the letters? And I'm gonna have to get that wax off of this painted part, or that stencil's not gonna stick when I do the letters. And I'm just using a baby wipe to get that wax off because apparently it won't stick. The stencil won't stick. I just got, all right, let me see if I can get that off. Just got the orange on the blue part. I think it will come off. Yes. Whew. Nothing like a few little mishaps during the live, which we've done that before. All right, so let's get the leaves on this one. Let me see how I want to put that on there. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm just going to try to position it as close as I can to the blue part without getting in the blue. I think that does good. I hope you guys can see good. Remember, sprinkle this video out so you can get a chance to get that cow head garland. Okay, guys, so I'm just burnishing the stencil, making sure there's no air bubbles or any way for the paint to get underneath the stencil. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see when we get done what this looks like. All right, so I do think I'm going to use white for the letters. And I'm just going over this lightly without much pressure because I really don't want this to bleed. I thought that I had messed up this stencil last year when I used it and I pulled it too tight, pulling it loose, and I thought I stretched it, but I don't think I did. But remember, you don't need to use much pressure at all. But are you guys decorating for fall yet? I am so ready for fall. I don't know about you guys. I just am. All right, let's see how this looks. So far, so good. So far, so good on that one. All right, so now I'm gonna take this, since I'm done with it, and put it in my tub of water back here. And I'm just doing that because I can't go wash it out right now, so I don't want the paint to dry in the stencil. So I'm just gonna put it in that water so that it keeps the paint from drying. Did I just get... And now I need to get this little bit of paint off. Okay, so here's this one. And I'm really not sure. I'm almost thinking I should have painted the whole thing blue, but I'm thinking that we should... All right, let's see. All right, so I think I'm gonna do thankful on this one. Grateful, no, blessed on this one. And grateful on that one. All right, so I'm gonna start with this little, actually, let me start with this one. So I'm gonna have them sitting up like this one, and then this one, and then the little one. So that's why I want grateful, thankful, blessed. That's why I picked those, if you're wondering. All right, so this is the grateful, and I just cut them. They came in a stencil like this. These are also Magnolia stencils, and I just cut them. So, and I'm not gonna fuzz this because I'm worried that it's not gonna stick good on that since I put the wax on there. So now I'm wondering, do I want that? I don't really want that right on the line, I don't think. So let me see. And I do think I'm gonna do white. I'm gonna do the letters in white. What do you guys think? Maybe I could just turn the pumpkin instead of trying to do everything sideways. And if you're on, let me know you're on so I can say hey to you. Sometimes I don't see comments until I get off, which is frustrating, but that's Facebook. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down right here. All right, so we're gonna use white. And that is Folk Art chalk paste in white Adirondack is what I use for the white. Let me get a scoop. You guys let me know what crafts you guys are working on. I love to know what other people are crafting and making and all that fun stuff, so let me know what you're working on. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I won't be able to get this open. maybe we'll have to do orange letters. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm just pouring a little bit of this white out. It's very thick, so you don't really need a whole lot of the white, especially for the letters that we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna use another little squeegee like this. I'm gonna dip it in the white, and then, you know what? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Oh, I love that, y'all. Love, love, love. How cute is that, you guys? I love it. All right, so next we will do the blessed. And I'm just gonna line up the bottom of the stencil with the line for the blue paint into the white. And then I can line up the letters. And this acts like it doesn't want to stick good. And it's got a few creases in it, so I'm hoping that doesn't bleed. But we're gonna try it. Maybe I'll go away from that. Cross your fingers, it didn't bleed. It did bleed, yeah. I was afraid of that. So there was some bubbles in the letters, but I can probably go back and fix that with the blue paint. So there's that one. See how it bled through the little bubbles? So hopefully I can go back with a brush and the blue paint and fix that, hopefully. But if not, that's okay. So now we're gonna do thankful. If I can, there we go. So I'm gonna line up the bottom of the stencil with that. I gotta make sure I've got it basically in the center. All right, so let's do this one. All right, that looks good. Yes, that looks so cute. Check it out, you guys. That is so cute. Okay, so let's put them up here so you can see them. So we've got grateful, thankful, and blessed. Let's see if I can move this over. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. So there we have it, you guys. There's our pumpkins. How quick and easy was that? That took 30 minutes. Of course, I did paint the blue ahead of time and let that dry, but I do think, I almost think that I don't know, that the pumpkin where the white is showing should be a different color. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you guys think about this. And that's what we're doing today. So I will post these later today or maybe tomorrow and see if I want to add anything to the top. I think I'm just going to leave them as they are. We could also decorate the back because I didn't do the side. So we could actually do the back with something else. That's another option with the pumpkins because they're solid white on the back. So hopefully I can go back and fix the blessed part where I messed that up, where it bled some. But you guys, that's all we have for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you will follow me. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for all your support. Remember, sprinkle this video out for a chance to get this cow garland. So don't forget to go and do that. I'll pick one person at random for that. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Y'all take care.